Welcome to Final Play Sports Wrap. I'm your host, Pete Lubar. Today we're talking Mountain West basketball. The Mountain West tourney is about to start this week. And so I want to finish up on the end of the season, take you through the standings, take you through the tournament action, and players of the year, my final picks. So let's get going. At the same time, we'll have a little fun today. The New Mexico Lobos won their last 3 games of the season to take the Mountain West crown over Colorado State, who was red hot. Colorado State ended the season winning 7 in a row, including wins over Boise on the road and Utah State at home. Utah State is third, with San Diego State fourth. They tied with Boise State with the same record, which was 14-6, but they beat Boise State twice during the regular season, and so they will be the 4th seed in Las Vegas, and Boise will be the 5th seed. And we'll talk about more about that as we go along. I'll go ahead and bring up the standings. Here you can see how they shaked out. New Mexico was 17-3 overall, 16-4 for Colorado State, so right on their heels. Great season for the Rams, and unexpected for sure. And we can see the rest of the standings here. And really where it all makes sense is you wanted to be in the top 5. So New Mexico, Colorado State, Utah, San Diego State, and Boise State get a first round bye on Wednesday. And then we'll go through the standings here, or the brackets here in a minute. What I'm going to do is bring up where I predicted at midseason. So we went through the first part of the season and we sort of picked out the teams that I thought would win the conference and the seeding orders. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I originally picked San Diego State number 1, Boise number 2, Utah State number 3, New Mexico number 4. 5 was Nevada, 6 was UNLV, 7 was CSU, so I missed that one badly. 8 was San Jose State, 9 was Wyoming, 10 was Fresno, and 11 was Air Force. So 8 through 10, 8 through 11, I got dead on, but sort of missed badly the top end of that. That's why you make mid-year predictions. And we'll move on from that. So from a bracket standpoint, I'm going to bring up the Mountain West Basketball Championship on Wednesday. Number 8 and number 9, San Jose State and Wyoming play. Nevada plays Fresno State. And UNLV gets a home game against Air Force. The winner of the 8-9 game between San Jose State and Wyoming will play New Mexico. The Nevada Fresno State winner will play Colorado State, and the UNLV Air Force winner will play Utah State. San Diego State and Boise State are essentially doing a play-in game. March Madness starts for those teams on Wednesday, because whoever wins that game has a really good chance of making the NCAA tournament, and the loser is probably out. Unfortunate as it is for the Mountain West, that's just the way it is. 3 teams probably realistic for the Mountain West this year, unless someone like Colorado State wins the tournament. They can certainly do that. They're hot enough now. So that's kind of what's going on with that. From an all-conference team, middle of the year, I picked Donovan Dent, Nick Clifford, Tyson Desenhart, Nelly Jr. Joseph, and Ian Martinez as my top 5. I'm guessing those will still be the top 5. I haven't seen the official announcement. It should be out today. But that feels like the right group. For my second team, I've got Obi Agbin, the talented guard from Wyoming, Miles Bird, Nick Davison, and then I had a couple of changes. I took Alvaro Cardenas, and I had Falseslev as well, but I picked Alvaro Cardenas to join that team, and I removed Deaton Thomas and Josh Udehi. So Miles Bird comes in, Cadenas comes in, Deaton Thomas, and since he was hurt part of the season, and then Josh Udehi, another nice player, but on a team that wasn't very good. So that's why I took Miles Bird over him. He was really good for San Diego State all year. My coach of the year is Richard Pitino. Had a great year. It could have been anyone. Nico Medved would certainly be a good choice for that position. Second place in the conference, certainly overachieved. But Richard Pitino is the best coach on the best team this year. Freshman of the year, I have Magoon Gwath. My newcomer of the year, I have Nick Boyd. My sixth man, I have Justin McBride. Defensive player of the year, I pick Nick Clifford. I take him over both Falslev and True Washington. Both are really good with steals. From a bracketology standpoint, right now, Lunardi has 3 teams in the top in the NCAA tournament. New Mexico's a 9 seed. Utah State's a 10 seed. San Diego State is an 11 seed, and Boise is the first team out. And then CSU is next 4. Jerry Palm has both San Diego State and Boise as 11 seeds. So this is why I say it's a good chance that that game is a play-in game for the NCAA tournament. And it's a shame because I'm going to show you some net rankings here. And the net rankings are for quad win, quad 2, quad 1 wins, quad 2 wins, totals, conference record, and conference place. And here's the teams that are, quote, in the field right now. Baylor, Ohio State, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Xavier, Indiana, San Diego State, and then Boise and CSU are both out. And if you look at the quad 1 wins, you could make an argument very easily that Boise and CSU should be in the field if these other teams are in the field. So it's a little bit the way it is because power conferences get the love, but a little bit disappointing. And particularly, you think about Oklahoma. Oklahoma is 6-12 in conference. They came in 13th place. And my feeling on this is if you're going to be the 13th best team in your conference, you're not winning a national championship. And so I look at someone like CSU, who had a really nice year, 16-4 in conference, second in the conference, has a 7-7 record against teams that are in the quad 1, quad 2, and I feel like they should be in as well. So a little bit disappointing for the Mountain West, probably only getting 3 teams in this year, and it's disappointing because the teams that are ahead of them aren't any better. So that's my feeling on that. I got one more sort of look at that, and it's the disrespect that the Mountain West essentially gets. Kansas is 5-10 in quad 1 games. They're 6-1 in quad 2, so they're 11-11 in quad 1 and quad 2. They are a 7th seed according to Lunardi and Palm. St. Mary's is 4-2 in quad 1 wins and 6-2 in quad 2 wins, and they are so 10-4 overall, and they're a 6th seed. And New Mexico is 3-3 in quad 1, so very similar to St. Mary's, 10-0 in quad 2 games, so much better than either Kansas or St. Mary's, 13-3 overall, and right now Lunardi has them as a 9 seed. So a little disappointing that it works that way, but that is it. I am going to Las Vegas on Wednesday. I will be at the games. If you see me, come say hello. I'd love to talk to you. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this session. And if you did, please subscribe to my YouTube page. And I hope you have a great day, everyone. Thanks. Bye.